Hi, I'm Bob Voss, founder and creator of the Prove It selling system. Over the last 35 years, I've made a career out of selling things. I've sold everything from tires to turkeys, to non-fat dry milk, to food processing systems, to high-end manufacturing systems, to accredited investors to help fund startup businesses. My life is really broken out into three parts, and each of these three parts are the foundation for the Prove It selling system. My first major career shift started in 1973, just out of college, and ended up in 1986. I call this part of my life the selling for others career. I started out by selling tires and auto parts for Crown Auto. I then sold dairy products for Land O'Lakes, and I ended up selling meat processed products for Hillshire Farm Company. I then took a job working for a little video company here in Minneapolis called Vaughn Communications. They had a little tiny division called Videotape Duplication Services, and I became the first full-time salesperson for that division. It was during this period of time that I learned the basics of selling. I learned the principles that work and the ones that don't. I learned what separates a good salesperson from a bad salesperson, and this became the basic elements of the Prove It selling system. My second major career shift is what I call the entrepreneur career. In 1986, I launched a company with a couple other partners. It was a videotape duplication company here in town called the Dupe Factory. I did that for about 6 years. I then left and helped develop a technology which we call optical code technology. This technology allowed children to interact with a television by attaching a handset with a cord and suction cup to the screen of the TV. Because this was a startup, we had to go out and raise a lot of money. So I was doing a lot of investor presentations. The selling that I learned in the first part of my life truly helped me become a good fundraiser. But it was during this period of time I realized something incredibly important, and that was this thing called Prove It. The more I could prove something to an investor, the easier it was to get them to part with their money. My third major career shift started in 2002 and is still going on today. In 2002, I saw an ad for a business entrepreneur instructor at a local technical college. When I saw the ad, I knew this was right for me. So I went after the job and went after it aggressively. Fortunately, the college decided they didn't want to hire from within academia. They wanted to hire from the outside. They wanted somebody who had been there, done that. And I happened to be that person. And in 2002, they offered me the job, even though I had never taught in a classroom before. From the minute I walked into my first class to even today, I have fallen in love with teaching. I love the energy, I love the passion, and I love being able to help kids. A lot of my students are 40 years old, to get them to start their businesses properly. And I found out I'm pretty good at teaching as well. I've won a couple of awards. In 2006, I was elected the Instructor of the Year for the entire college, and that was voted on by the student body. And in 2008, I won the National Business Entrepreneur Instructor of the Year for a group called NACCE, which is the National Association of Community Colleges for Entrepreneurship. I've had the privilege of being able to write most of the curriculum for the Business Entrepreneur program, and I get to teach most of the classes as well. My favorite class, however, is the selling class. I believe truly that every entrepreneur needs to know how to sell. And so I get 20 to 30 young budding entrepreneurs who have no clue how to sell, and in a very short period of time, I get to teach them how to present themselves and how to make more money. See, as a teacher, I've been able to take very complex subjects and break them down into simple components and be able to apply them so that the student can use them immediately. That's one of the things I'm really good at. Students learn in my class and then apply it the next day to make more money. And this way of teaching that allows me to teach simple concepts and apply it immediately is a huge part of the Prove It sales system. All three parts of my life, all three career shifts, have a big part in creating the Prove It selling system. In the first part, I learned the fundamentals of selling. And the Prove It selling system is filled with a lot of these timeless truths. That's really the architecture of the Prove It selling system. In the second phase, my entrepreneur career, I learned the value of being able to prove it. Proving it is a necessity for making successful selling, and proving it makes it far easier to learn how to sell. And in the third phase, my teaching career, I learned how to take complex subjects, break them down into bite-sized bites, and be able to apply them immediately. All three parts of it create a system that is easy to use, fun to use, and works for everybody. So who should use the Prove It Selling system? Well, in my mind, there's two types of people that need to know how to sell. The first is the professional salesperson. These are people that their job is to sell full-time. In a lot of cases, they have a lot of training and a lot of support staff around them. In reality, they should use the Prove It Selling system as well, because the more they can prove, the easier their jobs will be. The second part, though, of people who need to know how to sell is absolutely everybody else. Everybody needs to know how to sell. If you've ever gone out for a job, if you've ever gone into an interview, you know you need to learn how to sell. And the Prove It Selling system was designed mostly for these people. These are the people that don't sell all the time, but have to sell part of the time. And the Prove It Selling system makes it really easy to learn how to do that. Let me give you an example of someone who is not a professional salesperson, but can use the Prove It Selling system. I have a friend who's a patent attorney. A few weeks ago, he called me up to take me out to lunch because I had referred some business to him. While we were at lunch, he asked me what I'm doing besides teaching. And I told him about the Prove It Selling system. As I was telling him about it, he got really quiet. And I asked him what was wrong. He told me that just the day before, he had had a meeting with a big client, someone who was going to do somewhere around $100,000 a year in patent work. This guy's patent attorney had retired and he was looking for somebody new. He met with my friend, and over the course of an hour, my friend did all the right things. He asked him a lot of questions. Guys told him a lot of information. And at the end of it, the guy says, well, I think I'm just going to shop around a little more. As I began to tell my friend, the patent attorney, about the Prove It Selling system, he realized a couple things. One, he never established his credibility up front. He never told the client how good he was. And secondly, he had no proof that he was in fact a really good, in fact a great patent attorney. If this patent attorney had established his credibility and had proof at how good he was, he knows that his client would not have had to shop around, and he would have been able to get the business in the first meeting. Now the patent attorney is establishing his credibility and is in fact putting together his Prove It portfolio system. Because for somebody who doesn't sell all the time, being able to prove it gives him confidence, gives a person confidence, and makes them a far better salesperson. So who other than attorneys should use a Prove It Selling system? Well, let's see. We've got accountants, interior designers, plumbers, electricians, construction workers, consultants, realtors, insurance agents. All of these people can use the Prove It Selling system to make more money and to better in their jobs and their careers. As a teacher, I even use the Prove It Selling system almost every day. See, on a regular basis, I meet with new prospective students and I try and talk to them about my program and get them into my program. I use the Prove It Selling system to get more people into my classes. And I do it by, first off, establishing my credibility with them, and secondly, proving to them how great my program is. And I prove it by showing them all the businesses that have started out of the students who have been in my program. The Prove It Selling system is easy and anybody can use it. So if you want to sell more, if you want to have more confidence in what you do, and if you want to make selling just plain fun, and if you want a competitive advantage that will blow away the competition, then the Prove It Selling system is for you. So take a look around the site, enjoy it, and see if the Prove It Selling system won't help you do a better job, make more money, and have more fun in a job of selling. Thanks. And if, by the way, if you go to my contact page, if you have any questions, just email me and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can.